Hey guys, wow, I can't believe it's like already Monday. I mean, time flies really fast. Really fast, especially on the holidays. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And today I'm going to talk about Poltergeist, which I've heard from my family, especially my mom and my aunt, that it was kind of scary. I was like, okay, bet I'm going to watch this for the first time and see if they're right, which I admit that there was some pretty messed up parts to it. Like there's one part, oh man, let me pluck my eyebrows. The more even thing. Yeah, I really need to do that today. Alright. Like I was pretty impressed with the movie. I mean, of course, to me it was pretty freaking cheesy. Come on, it was the 80s. Like they're not gonna have top of the line special effects, but it was pretty. I have to admit, it was pretty cool, really unique for that time period. Like I was impressed by the plot. I'm talking about like the. I think there's like a series. I'm talking about the very first one because for one thing, that's the only one I saw. And yeah, okay, I just looked up. It was. It came out in 1982. So basically, it's about this family who live in this really nice, typical suburban neighborhood in the movie. And the father, he's like a real estate agent, and basically his boss and his company basically built the neighborhood, and it's like, you know what, you can get a discount from living here. Like it's a good price, and yeah, things are fine for years from it doesn't really go into that. It gets right to the point where basically the youngest daughter, Carol Ann, really weird things happen after they filmed the movie. Like y'all should definitely look up because I think that there's a whole theory that the movie is cursed. You know, like how you hear of that stuff like that, like especially The Exorcist. Apparently, I think the house burned down when either after they filmed it or before, and people mysteriously died or something like that. And the Poltergeist movie, Carol Ann, the actress played Carol Ann, I think she died after the second Poltergeist from septic shock. And she was a healthy girl, and it just I think she was born with health problems, but it just still came as a shock to the parents. And then yeah, the other girl, the teenager, she I think I looked up on a few websites. I can't remember which one, so y'all should check it out. I'll look up and put links below. So basically, I think she got choked to death by her boyfriend. Like they're a toxic relationship, and basically, he fucking found her and killed her, and it was just very out of the blue. And yeah, the other deaths that happened from the cast, just I think by natural. By natural causes, dying in their sleep. But two of the deaths were very, very weird. And anyways, basically, with kids, it seems to be a recurring theme in movies where boys and girls, they're more susceptible to supernatural. Take The Shining for instance, with I think Danny or Tommy. Since he basically can see ghosts and stuff like that, when his father can see them, but his mom can't. And basically they're just kids are, I guess, more susceptible because they're more vulnerable. They don't have mental defenses up like adults, and they'll believe anything, believe fucking Santa, the Easter Bunny. They just they'll that's why more susceptible. Susceptible. And the youngest kid, Carol Ann, she basically hears voices coming from the TV set they have. Basically, it's just static, and like you can't really say anything other than that, but she like hears voices inside the thing. It's like this evil entity. Like poltergeists usually just screw with people. Like they're not really like incredibly malevolent like other spirits, like demons. But like at first, the thing was very playful. Like it just moved chairs around. There's just like one spot where like the wife like put a chair in the kitchen in a certain spot and then just like fucking like zoom past him like to her side of the hall. And then like this one scene, like the mom was I think she was home alone with the kids and the dad was off to work, and basically like all the chairs were like stacked in this like really creepy thing, like you've seen in horror movies and stuff like that. And just at first like weird things happen like that, like glasses being knocked over, just definitely like terrible was happening. But it got to the point where like the poltergeist, like it wasn't just a poltergeist, it was a demon. And basically he, brought like lured a girl closer to Eve's head, and he fucking like this hand reached out and grabbed her, and then she got sucked into the spirit world, like this other dimension. And basically like her family's like, oh shit, and they decide to get help from parapsychologists, like these two guys and this one lady, who like the two guys are like I guess paranormal investigators. And basically the two guys are like more technical, like with the cameras, and they like set up different stuff in the room, like they monitor that. And then the woman is one who can like actually sense the spirits, like she has a special connection to them. And basically they go about like she goes about trying to exorcise the place, and it turns out it's not just poltergeist. It's something like way more malevolent. Like she basically like cleanses the house, but the kicker is that it's actually a demon, like a very powerful demon too, and like one that they can't get rid of. They can hold off at bay, but they like ultimately feel it, and then they have to like get out of there. And it's really fucked up. Like the guys, what the guys boss did. So basically, the whole fucking neighborhood is built on a cemetery. Like there's basically, it's like, oh yeah, we move like all the bodies and stuff like that. Like there's like this graveyard like right like up on a hill, like right like above the neighborhood. It's like, oh yeah, you can live in this area, just like a huge fat bonus, and just live there with your family and just will relocate again. But then they found out that they did not move the bodies. They just moved the fucking tombstones, guys. They like, there's like, oh yeah, we'll just leave all the fucking bodies where they were before and then just move the tombstones. Like, how stupid is that? And basically that's the problem, because like all these ghosts, their grave has been disturbed by this like company, and then like this demon is like taking advantage of that and like using all the trapped souls, and like eventually they're able to get Carol Ann out of there, like out of the like spirit world. Like it just really, I mean, they just really struggle with that, obviously, because it's not easy getting a living kid that like is distracting the other spirits out from that world. I mean, if you see Insidious, like, like it was hard for him to find that kid who astral projected to the spirit dimension, or whatever you call it or want to call it. And yeah, the special effects, I was very impressed. Like the part whenever the tree like grabbed the boy and like legit almost ate him. Like, holy shit, like I haven't really seen that much horror movies where like the evil spirit is able to take control of a tree. Like I've never seen as much stuff like that, because usually like the horror movies I've seen for most part are basically like demons possessing people and moving around objects like cursed dolls and furniture, like especially old furniture that has a spirit trapped inside. But I've never seen them like control nature before, and I was really impressed by special effects, guys. You should definitely watch it. And I guess I spoiled it for you, but you should watch it anyways. It's super cheesy. You're probably like, wow, and then this is kind of cringe, but hey, like I said, back in the day, that was really pristine special effects. Like that was like top of the line stuff that they used. Of course, like now it's like CGI and all that stuff, but it just y'all should watch it. It's so good. Like I'm definitely a fan, mostly of 80s and older, because I don't know, it just feels more organic, more creative, and it feels like it hasn't been overdone yet. And there's like for instance, so many movies about exorcisms, like the exorcism of Molly Hartley, the exorcism of Hannah Grace, that's coming out. Like I think it already came out last month, but it just there's just not really that much creativity in horror movies anymore. There's a few exceptions, like A Quiet Place, that looks pretty unique. But other than that, guys, that's why I like the classics. Of course, I like stuff like Paranormal Activity. I mean, because it feels organic and, for most part, kind of creative. Just a way to go about doing it. And yeah, so y'all should check it out. And alright, I hope you like this video. Give it a big like or a big dislike. Either way, I'm still getting views, right? That's what I'm looking at. And I'll see you guys on Friday. Alright, bye.